Hi there, Helen Blunden here at Activate Learn on Twitter. Oh crap. Alrighty, time for another book review today. Now the last couple of books, as you know, they're all non-fiction, and I needed something that was a little bit more light-hearted to recalibrate my head into something nice, easy that I don't have to think about. So what happened was I went to the local library and I started trawling through the bookshelves there, wanting to find books related to France or people living in Paris or France, simply because I'm trying to learn the bloody language myself. As you can see, I've got the Frenchy look happening today. And so I thought, if I read something to do with that, not only am I getting a little bit of an education, but I'm going for the ride and just enjoying the story. And as I was picking out books that had the title of Paris or France on the spines, and trust me, there were many of them, I had a whole stack of books and I thought, well, I can't read all of them. I'm just going to pick one. And I picked this one simply because it was all purple and pink. Like there was no other cartoony type of characters on the front cover, as there is usually with fiction books of this type of topic. So I picked it out, and not even knowing who Jayne Tuttle was, and I thought, okay, I'll read this one. And as I was reading it, I must admit, I thought, was this actually in the 80s or early 90s? Maybe it was. And then when I read the front bit, it was actually published last year. So this is quite a new book. I wasn't aware of it. Jayne Tuttle is an essayist and a writer, and I looked her up. She's written articles for Australian Financial Review, Sydney Morning Herald, and The Guardian. This was all new to me, because what she was writing in here was her mother had passed away and she was still in grief and felt a huge loss for her mother, and so she had this scholarship. She went over to Paris to participate in the LeCoq Theatre. And the LeCoq Theatre, look, I don't come from a theatre background, but reminds me of kind of like the stuff that the Cirque du Soleil people do. Very a lot of movement based, a lot of mimicry, mime, buffoonery, stuff like that. So she had a scholarship to this school, and this was the memoirs of her time in Paris, and also meeting Adrian, her boyfriend, her French boyfriend, who not only helped her with French but also get into the routine of what French culture is like and how the French people think, work and live. But I also loved the friendship that she had with her friends there, especially her friendship with Kiki. And I really liked this book. There was one part where it made me gasp, and right at the beginning, because what happened was she had, I'm not going to say here, but she had a near-death experience, and just reading it, I gasped out loud, thinking, oh my God. But then the story then goes backwards into what led up to that particular situation. So it's a very honest, I reckon it was just a very honest book. There's a lot of sex in it. I had to laugh. It was good. It was good though. There's a lot of sex. But overall though, reading it, I must admit, I enjoyed it. It was a quick read. The chapters were short because they were vignettes, and I loved the words and the, what can I say, l'argot, is that right? The French slang that she learnt and that I was madly writing down. So that is it. Jayne Tuttle's a memoir, Paris or Die. A nice read, lovely read. Give it a go yourself. If this is a kind of like a book that you would read, let me know the comments below what you thought about it. Or if you've got any other ideas or anything that you recommend that I could read about a similar topic, let me know, because right now we can't travel overseas, so we may as well travel through books. Thanks again. Bye for now.